Guys, today we're going to be talking about input-output charts and how to use those to help us get an answer. This is going to correlate a lot with your lesson for this week that you have to hand in. So if you want to turn to page 194 and 95 in your workbook, and you can work along with me as we go through this problem. Sarah planted some seeds. The table shows the plant's heights each week. How can you find the height of plant B when plant A is 8 centimeters tall? As you can see, we don't really need to. Here's our question that we're trying to answer. How can we find the height of plant B when plant A is 8? You can see that plant A never gets to 8. So what we have to do is figure out what's happening between 1 and 3. What is the rule here? What is happening in this table? How are these numbers related? So in this case, they give us 4 of the rules, and we just have to test it to see which one is the correct answer. Sometimes you have to come up with the rule on your own. Because they give us 4 choices, we're just going to test them and figure out which one's right. A says we need to add 2 to plant A's height. Well, here's plant A. If we add 2 to that, that would be 1 plus 2. Is that equal to 3? Is that what I have over here? Yes. But good mathematicians don't just buy that. We go and check it with the next number. So the next number is 2. If I have 2 and I add 2, which is what it tells me to do here, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That is not what I have over here. I have 5 over here. So I know that it can't be that one. So I know that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark through this answer choice. It's not that one. The next one says we're going to multiply plant A's height by 2. So I'm going to first multiply by 2. And then it says, and then I'm going to subtract 1. So let's do this first. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 take away 1 is equal to 1. That does not equal 3 over here, so I know it cannot be that one. The next one says I'm going to once again multiply by 2, and then instead of subtracting 1, I'm going to be adding 1. So let's start at 1. 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. That is what I have here. So now I'm going to test it with the next one. 2 times 2 equals 4. And then 4 plus 1 equals 5. That is what I have here. I'm going to try just one more. 3 times 2 equals 6. And 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. That is what I have here. So I think this is my answer. But as you know, good mathematicians always check the last one. So my last one says add 6 to plant A. Plant A is 1. Oops, sorry. Plant A is 1. So I'm going to add 6. 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. That does not equal 3. So I know that the answer is not D, which means this is my answer. Moving on to number 2. There are 38 cats available for adoption at the animal shelter. If 3 cats, I'm going to change this to a number. If 3 cats are adopted every day, how many cats will be in the animal shelter after 9 days? Use a pattern to help you choose the expression that solves the problem. Well, first of all, I'm going to need to think about this. I have 38 cats, and some are getting adopted. If they're getting adopted, it means that they're going to different homes. So is my number going to be growing at the shelter or getting less? And I know that if they're being adopted, my answer is going to be going down. It's getting less. So I think at some point I'm probably going to have to use subtraction in this problem. It says there's 3 cats that are adopted every day. So the first day there'll be 3, the next day there'll be 3, the next day there'll be 3 until I get to 9 days. If I'm doing 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, it means the same thing as multiplying. So I'm doing 3 times 9. Okay, look at my answer choices. 3, 1, and 3. This doesn't even have a 9 in it, so I know it can't be that one. This one, can I see 3 times 9 in that problem? I sure can. This one has 9 plus 3. I'm not just adding 9 and 3 together. I'm doing 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3, so I know it can't be this one. This one has 9 times 3, so I know that it could be that one. Now I need my number, I said, it has to go down from 38 because I started out with 38 and some are being adopted. This one has 38, and then it's going to add that 9 times 3, which means my number is getting bigger. This one has 38 cats, and then I'm going to take away whatever I get here. That means my number would be getting smaller. If I did 9 times 3, I know that that is 27. If I have 27 cats that are adopted, I know that I'm going to subtract to find out that there are 11 cats still in the shelter. Melanie's family collects postcards from different states. They have 15 postcards in their collection. On their next vacation, they plan to buy 8 new postcards every day. How many postcards will the family have after a 14-day trip? This is where I can use my input-output table. I know that they're going to be on the trip for a certain number of days, and each day they're going to buy a certain number of postcards. So the first day, I know they're going to buy 8 postcards. So on day 2, they'd have 8 plus 8, which would be 16 postcards that they have. After 3 days, I know it's going to be 16 plus 8, which would be 24 postcards. After 4 days, I know that they are going to have 32 postcards. You can see how this is going to get really, really long if I need to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to 14. But if I know the pattern, if I understand the rule, I can skip ahead. I know that in order to get from 1 to 8, my number went up, which means I'm either adding or multiplying. If I add, I have to add 7. Is 2 plus 7 equal to 16? No, it's equal to 9. So it's not adding. So that means I need to multiply. 1 times 8 is 8. Is 2 times 8 equal to 16? Yes. 3 times 8 equals, yes. So now I know to get here, I need to apply the rule of times 8. So I have 14. I'm going to multiply it by 8. I know that 8 times 4, I already have that right here, is 32. So I'm going to put my 2, carry my 3. 8 times 1 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So I know that I have 112. Now it doesn't ask me how many did they buy on this trip. It says how many will they have after the trip. So they have 120 or 112 that they got on the trip, but don't forget they already had 15. So I'm going to have to add those 15 in. 5, 6, 7. 1 and 1 is 2, plus 1 is 1. So the answer to this question is they have 127 postcards. The school office has a printer that can print 42 pages in 1 minute. Use a pattern to find the number of pages that can be printed in 6 minutes. Explain the method that you used to answer the question. All right, so I know that there are minutes and there are pages. I know I need to go to 6 minutes. And I know that each minute there's 42 pages. So 42 in the first minute, so that would be 42 and 42. I could just add that if I wanted to be 84 in 2 minutes. Now I can go through each time and just add 42 more, or I can know that my rule is if it's 42 for each minute, it's going to be times 42. So I can skip ahead to 6 and do 42 times 6. 6 times 2, yep, that's right, is 12. Looks like this, so my 2 is going to go here, carry my 1. 6 times 4 is 12 plus 12, or 24, plus 1 more would be 25. So it's going to be 252. My answer to the question is 252 pages in 6 minutes. That's a lot of pages, but as a person who makes a lot of copies, I can tell you it's not so many. All right, Mia has 45 broken dolls. Oh, poor Mia. She can repair or fix 2 dolls each week. How many weeks will it take for her to have 35 dolls left to repair? So she starts out with 45 broken ones. She can repair 2 each week. So here I'm going to write the number of dolls she has. And then here we're going to write how many she has left to repair or left to fix. Now this one I kind of need an extra blank in here. So she starts out with 45 dolls. This week she's going to fix 2 of them, so I'm going to take 2 away from the 45 broken ones. So 45 minus 2 is going to leave her with 43 dolls to repair. Then she has $43 to repair. She's going to take away 2. That's going to leave her with 41. She has 41. She's going to take away 2. 41, 40, 39. She's going to have 39 left to repair. She's going to start with $39. She's going to minus 2 that she fixes. She'll still have 37 left to repair. 37 minus the 2 she fixes, and she'll have 35 left to repair. We needed to get to $35 left to repair. So this doesn't tell me what the answer to my question is, because my question asked me, how many weeks is it going to take her? Well, I know that she fixes 2 dolls each week. So I'm going to add one more column to my table. So I know that this week when she fixed 2, that was 1 week. Here she fixed 2, that's the second week. Here she fixed 2, here she fixed 2, and here she fixed 2. To get to 35 dolls, it will take her exactly 5 weeks. All right, well, I'm hoping that helped you figure out what you needed to do for these problems. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact any of your teachers. Thanks. I hope you're having a great week.